All right, so get this.
Yeah.
Today we're diving into a real classic, The 39 Steps. And we're not just talking about, like, watching the movie.
Right.
We're going deep with academic papers, old reviews from when it came out, even a recent blog post I found.
Okay.
All to understand why this 1935 Hitchcock film still has people talking, you know?
Well, and what I think is so interesting is how these sources aren't all just saying, oh, it's great.
Right.
They're really digging in.
Yeah.
You know, we've got analysis of Hitchcock's techniques, of course, but then there's the historical context, too.
Right.
And even some interpretations that I think are going to make you see this film in a whole new light.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
So, okay, for anyone who maybe hasn't seen it yet.
We're dealing with a British spy thriller based on a 1915 novel.
Yes.
And I think this is important.
Okay.
Hitchcock, he really made some changes from that book.
Oh, absolutely he did.
Like, he really went his own way with it.
Yeah.
You know?
He definitely made it his own.
Yeah, so he kept the basic idea.
Right.
Richard Hannay, ordinary guy.
Yeah.
Suddenly, he's caught up in this world of espionage.
Right, right.
But the way Hitchcock tells it, it just hits harder.
Oh, it's so much more cinematic, you know? It's like he took this story and just made it explode on the screen.
And we have to talk about Robert Donat as Hannay.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Because he wasn't like your typical leading man, you know?
No, not at all. He wasn't some big action hero type.
Right.
Which I think makes it even more intense.
Yeah, definitely.
When he's thrust into these crazy situations.
You really believe the fear, you know?
Yeah, totally.
Look, this could be any one of us.
Exactly.
And then you've got Madeleine Carroll as Pamela.
Oh.
One of the original Hitchcock blondes.
Yes.
But she's so much more than just, you know, a beautiful woman.
Right.
There's this coldness to her, this mystery.
Yeah.
You're never quite sure whose side she's really on.
Right. Right from the start, you're wondering.
Exactly.
Okay, so set the scene for us.
Okay.
We're in London, 1935.
Right.
Richard Hannay.
Yeah.
He's just a Canadian guy visiting the city.
Yep.
Ends up at a music hall.
Okay, so far so normal.
Right.
Right.
And then
and then Hitchcock throws that first curveball, right?
Yes.
This chance encounter.
Yeah.
This woman who claims to be a spy.
Right.
It just grabs you right from the beginning.
Oh, totally. It's like classic Hitchcock. And from there, it's just like, poor Hannay. He goes from bored tourist to the most wanted man in Britain.
Right.
Hunted by the police. Hunted by the shadowy organization.
Yeah.
The 39 Steps.
The 39 Steps, yeah.
Talk about a vacation gone wrong.
Oh, tell me about it.
Right.
So the film really plays with this idea of the wrong man accused.
Right.
Which, if you know Hitchcock, you know he comes back to that again and again.
He does. He does.
But here's the thing.
Okay.
It's not just about Hannay clearing his name.
Right.
He's forced to face this world, this world of secrets, of lies. He has to figure out who he can actually trust.
Which is tough because everyone seems suspicious.
Exactly. Everyone's got an angle.
Right.
And then, on top of all that, he's stuck with Pamela.
Yeah.
Who at first seems like more of a hostage than a partner, really.
Right. Like he's been saddled with her.
Yeah.
Exactly. And their relationship, I mean.
That's fascinating.
It really is.
It's this constant back and forth. They're handcuffed together, sharing a bed.
Oh, yeah. We got to talk about that scene.
Oh, we'll get to that.
It's like forced proximity to the max.
Yeah, exactly. But then amidst all that danger, all that suspicion, a different kind of tension starts to build.
Ooh, classic Hitchcock.
He was a master of that.
That subtext.
Oh, yeah. Subtle, but you feel it.
Speaking of masters, I read that Orson Welles himself was a fan of this film.
He said that.
Call it a masterpiece.
Yeah, I can see why.
What do you think struck him about it?
Well, Welles, he was a filmmaker himself, of course.
Right, right.
So he probably saw right through to the brilliance of what Hitchcock was doing.
Yeah.
It's like masterclass in suspense, the 39 Steps.
Totally.
It's like a textbook almost.
And speaking of Hitchcock, we can't forget about the MacGuffin.
Ah, the MacGuffin, right?
Do we have it?
Of course.
So in the 39 Steps, what is it?
Right. So in this case, we're talking about stolen military secrets.
Okay.
Everyone's after these secrets.
Right.
But that's the thing about a MacGuffin. The details, they don't really matter.
Right.
It's not about the what.
It's the why.
Exactly. It's the chase, the urgency that keeps you on the edge of your seat.
And this film, man, it keeps you on the edge of your seat.
And then
Hannay and Pamela, they're always on the move.
Always one step ahead.
Right. Always one step ahead of the authorities and those mysterious 39 steps.
And you never know who's going to show up next.
Right, exactly.
It could be anyone.
But it's not all just chases and near misses. Right?
Yeah. No, not at all.
Hitchcock, he throws in those little bits of humor.
Oh, right. Yeah. That he's so good at.
The man knew how to make you laugh even when you were terrified.
Exactly.
Like that part when Hannay has to put on that ridiculous Scottish outfit.
Oh, that's a good one. It's just a moment of pure fun.
Right.
And it makes the suspense even better when it comes back.
Yeah, I totally agree.
It's like a breath of fresh air.
Okay, so one of the sources we have, it actually goes a bit deeper, saying there's almost a Freudian thing going on throughout the film.
Like psychologically?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
Have you ever felt that? Like so close yet so far away feeling?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like it's right there.
Right, but you can't quite reach it.
The worst.
Exactly.
And this one academic paper, it uses that exact phrase, so close, yet so far away.
Really? Wow.
To talk about not just the physical distance that Hannay and Pamela are trying to cover.
Right. Right.
But also that emotional distance between them.
Which, when you think about it,
makes total sense.
Right.
Because they're thrown together.
Under these extreme circumstances.
Yeah, and there's that tension, that inability to really connect.
It's like they're always circling each other.
Yeah, yeah.
Literally, with all running.
Right.
And metaphorically, too.
Right.
The way they talk, the way they interact.
And this source even suggests that it's like a reflection of this bigger societal anxiety about intimacy.
Wow, that's deep.
I know, right?
So we're not just talking about a thriller. That it's like a reflection of its time.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what makes this deep dive so interesting to me.
Yeah.
It's not just a classic thriller. It's got all these layers of meaning that we're still unpacking today.
Wow, I love that.
Right?
It's like peeling back the layers of an onion.
Yes, exactly.
And who knows what we'll find at the center.
Yeah.
And it's not just, like couples and stuff. It's not just personal relationships where you see that so close yet so far away idea.
Oh, okay.
The politics in the film, too.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Like you've got the 39 steps themselves.
Right. Right.
This whole secret organization.
Yeah.
Working right under the government's nose.
And nobody knows.
Exactly. They're woven right into society, but working against it.
It's wild.
And Hannay's caught right in the middle of it all.
Trying to save a country that thinks he's the bad guy.
Exactly.
Talk about stressful.
Right.
Makes you think about trust and all that.
Big time.
Especially back then,
Oh, absolutely.
World on the edge of war and all.
So much uncertainty.
One thing that really struck me, going through these sources, all this research, how much Hitchcock changed from the book. It's kind of wild.
Oh, he wasn't afraid to go his own way, that's for sure.
No.
Like the female characters, for one.
Oh, right.
Annabella and Pamela especially.
Yeah, she's got such a bigger role in the film.
Way more fleshed out.
Right.
And Pamela, she's key to everything.
Oh,
I mean, in the book, Hannay's actually Scottish.
He is.
Yeah, but Hitchcock casts Robert Donat, who's English, and then makes Hannay Canadian on top of it all.
It's so interesting how those decisions change the whole feel.
It's like he knew exactly what he was doing.
It's like he's speaking a different language, film language.
Exactly. Cinematic language, and he was fluent.
And the ending, too.
Oh, yeah, completely different.
It's wild. Okay, but even little things.
What do you mean?
Like, he's working with the Hays Code. Right, all that censorship.
Right, right.
But he still gets those suggestive moments in there.
Well, yeah.
Like, come on, the handcuff to the bed scene.
That's Hitchcock for you, always pushing the envelope.
Always.
But it works,
Oh, totally.
That's the brilliance he implies so much.
Without showing anything directly.
Subversion. That was his game.
Oh, totally.
And it's perfect for what we were saying, right?
Oh, totally.
So close yet so far.
Right. Like, the Hays Code can't erase that chemistry.
No way.
No way. But, going through these sources, critics back then, they loved it.
Oh, they did, yeah.
It was a smash.
The 39 Steps really put Hitchcock on the map.
It's considered one of the best British films ever made, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Amazing how a film from 1935 can still feel so relevant.
Right.
It's timeless, in a way.
Those themes, they never really go away.
Trust, betrayal.
Politics, always relevant.
Right. And one source even made a connection between Hannay's speech at that rally
and the
whole political climate back then.
Fascinating. I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, it's easy to miss if you're caught up in the action.
Right.
But it's like this reminder.
Look, what's really at stake.
Exactly.
Wow.
Hitchcock, he was doing something special there.
Layers, man. Layers.
Yeah.
More than just a thriller, you know?
Exactly.
He could have made it simple, but he didn't.
He went there.
He went there.
So we've got this film,
Yeah.
The 39 Steps. And it's thrilling, sure.
Oh, yeah.
But it also makes you think about trust, betrayal.
It's all there.
Right. Like, do those anxieties, are those still relevant today, you know, almost 100 years later?
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? Because on the surface, you've got this classic Hitchcock.
Right.
The chase, the mystery, the woman.
Right.
But underneath it all,
yeah,
there's this unease.
Yeah.
Like the world's about to fall apart.
Which, I mean, let's be real, a lot of people probably feel that way right now.
Right. Like it's not so far-fetched.
Exactly. Exactly.
And Hitchcock, he uses that.
Yeah.
That uncertainty.
Yeah.
To make the suspense even stronger.
Because it's not just about, like, oh, will they catch the spy?
Right.
It's about
who can you trust?
Yes.
Exactly.
When you don't even know what's real anymore.
Right. And it makes the characters really look inward, too, you know?
Oh, for sure.
Like Hannah and Pamela.
Yeah, they're forced to confront things.
They have to be vulnerable.
They have to trust each other.
Yeah.
Even when they don't even trust themselves, you know?
It's powerful stuff.
That's Hitchcock for you, man.
You know how to get to the heart of it.
He did. He did.
So after all this deep dive, what's the one thing you hope people take away from the 39 Steps?
You know, for me, it's that this film, it's not just one thing.
Right.
It's a fun adventure.
Yeah.
But it's also, like, really smart.
Right, right.
It makes you think.
It's complex.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it rewards you for watching it again and again.
It's true. You pick up on new things every time. Yeah. Every single time.
And it reminds you.
What's that?
That even when things are dark.
Yeah.
There's still
hope.
There's romance. There's humor.
There's humanity.
Yes.
Exactly.
That's what makes it great.
That's the Hitchcock touch.
That's the man himself.
Well, I think we've given everyone a lot to think about today.
I hope so.
If you've never seen the 39 Steps, go watch it.
You won't regret it.
You really won't.
And if you have seen it,
watch
it again.
See it with fresh eyes.
You might be surprised what you notice.
Ooh, I like that.
A little mystery for you.
The little Hitchcockian mystery to take with us.
Exactly.
Well, until next time.
Until next time.
Happy watching, everyone.